Sit on mute while you do it, or
No, no. You don't have to do that. So we are here with Adam.
hello.
I'm doing a self VOD. Okay. So, Junker Queen is the focus. So Queen wants to path onto backline. Guess that could be a path thing. Or we could knife somebody off of high ground and pull them down. And try and land an axe onto them and assassinate them essentially, and then you shout to disengage. That is what we're looking to do. Also a little bit of corner to corner pathing where possible. These are corners that I could potentially see myself on. There, 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 and there. So we're looking to see me do that. But also, most importantly, have I got access to this? I don't. Do I? No. Okay, alright, so you're gonna have to see my awful handwriting, Adam. Okay, so we're looking to see me put myself in a position where guaranteed G, guaranteed axe, have to land it every single time. If I miss it, it's awful and I need to shout and disengage because if I miss axe, that's a big part of my sustain because it's the most bleed effect that I'm going to get out of all my abilities. And also, it's on a longer cooldown if I miss it because I get a 2-second cooldown reduction on my axe when I land it. And that increases with how many targets I hit. I need to find the right target. Um, and last but not least, I need to aim my knife. Because what I've been doing so far is just kind of throwing it away into the general direction of the enemies with no real purpose, and because of that, it's kind of not landing anywhere near something worth hitting. So, if we take a look at our comp, we've got a Lucio speed boost, which is always very good for any type of brawl. Um, so maybe we can utilize this speed boost. And secondly, we've got an Ana, um, which maybe look for anti-nades and try and follow up on them, or land a knife, or just anything that we can do to something that has an anti on it. The 2 DPS are kind of not going to be relevant to anything that I can do, so we don't worry about them. And then we look at the enemy team. The things that we have to look out for are sleeps, discords, and sentry. So just everything on their team basically we need to be scared of. That core is very dangerous but very squishy. Um, the thing is, especially with this target, I'm unsure if it's best to attempt to poke out cooldowns before we engage or just engage. I think we just engage because the shout should be enough to sustain us if we use enough cover. But target number one, I'll just number these. So target number one, target number two, probably target number three, target number four, target number five. Bastion, when he has Sentry, is probably fifth on the list, to be honest, because unlike with Ramacha and Reinhardt, I don't have a shield or a big HP pool to be able to tank enough of that. As soon as Bastion pops Sentry Turret, I need natural cover, which means that I have to play as much cover as is humanly possible at all times. So yeah, those are the things to look out for. This is mostly just to see if I have developed any more since my oh, I just clipped something. See if I have developed at all since my last one.
Attackers incoming.
Turn it up.
Escort the payload.
Up and away. Here, Gracie.
I mean, that would have been the answer. With a knife.
Move out.
That wasn't the worst thing ever. Maybe try and aim for the Zen a little bit more. If I just looked around a tiny bit, I would have spotted the Zen.
G'day.
Don't fret. I see you.
They've now swapped to Hanzo Widow. There's long sight lines, which means that I'm going to have to really try and path
To
things
me,
up.
Gracie.
As soon as I pull that knife, I should be looking to axe rather than trying to shoot. Knife, then axe, then shoot. Because they get further away. Axe is a melee. They've got a Ramacha now, which means that we're going to have to kite out the Nemesis form too. While that is active, we are essentially just another one of the squishies. Because there's not really much we can do. I'm not sure if the speed boost that Queen has is better than Nemesis, but even if it is, it lasts for 3 seconds less, which means that we have to be careful.
Gracie, come.
Here. So here, oh, here to here to have a better opportunity at landing a knife on this target. This is target number 1. If we can land a knife and axe onto that, the likelihood is it dies. And if we land a knife on it, and you know, we maybe don't want to drop down into this because they've got anti-sleep Nemesis, well then we just knife it down low and then we can just shoot it. That's the beauty of Junker Queen as well, is that unlike other brawl heroes, I mean, except for maybe Ram. Ram's definitely got the back poke phase, but unlike Reinhardt, I don't actually even have to be within melee range at every given moment because the shotgun, it doesn't give me much range, but from here to here, where the Zen would land with a knife bull, is perfectly okay. So just pathing a little bit of corner to corner. Yeah, I do well to kite that.
Good stuff.
Now I try to run it down main. I shout engage. I got punished for it. Never use shout to engage. There's also another good pathing opportunity here. Where I can go under, round, out the back. And I land directly on this Zen, and directly on that Ana. I need to just walk out of that choke.
Damn it. To me, Gracie.
Already below half health. And then I probably just die here.
Move out.
Already down 2, I should just shout and walk out.
We can't move until the payload moves.
beat me? Like hell you will.
Do a lot of standing in main just to say,
My
just make
payload.
that decision. That's exactly what we want to do. So we can see everyone down main.
Pick up your feet, you drombo.
It might actually be faster to be Ram. Should have just went for the Ana.
Take everything from you. My apologies. For what it's worth, I am sorry.
Justice reigns from above.
Thanks.
Rather than trying to chuck down a tank.
I need you,
Queen has a weird sense of
Den Typ MA.
burst. Because once her abilities are gone, they're gone. For a sizable amount of time, really. Just went on backline. Now I'm trying to get sustain off of the tank.
Your focus lacks focus, master.
As summoned.
Hey, catch.
So we do kind of win the fight, but not because of me.
It's not I have the payload. Everyone relax. Bob, do something. Pick up your feet, you drombos.
Didn't even manage to behind me.
Time for the reckoning.
I mean, it's a nice ultimate,
60 seconds remaining.
but then I just kind of fall off.
To the payload.
Should disengage, even though I've got the extra health.
Double
I doubt I've shot now. To be fair, they didn't have Nemesis, so I think the shot's the worst thing ever.
30 seconds remaining.
Move in and cut him down. You're allowed to hit back. Contact.
I didn't aim that. I didn't aim the knife there. I kind of just threw it randomly at Choke, hoping it's gonna land.
Heroes never die.
Rocket barrage incoming.
I need to get more into brawl range before I try and just wildly swing out. I think I should be at brawl range before I start casting.
Thanks.
If I know there's going to be a CD.
You and me,
One
yeah?
down barrier is almost ready.
Because then I got my axe cancelled and slept.
To the way.
Come on back, Gracie.
Payload rolling.
Bloody hell!
I think we're worried about this Zen because the Zen is shooting us right now while we try and because we want to walk this way. But if we just dropped and went under while Zen was up there, we'd be free. And now Zen is down here, and I think Zen's sightlines are partially blocked. They are partially blocked by that floating platform. So we should just go. Like, this Zen is completely isolated, and any poke that we take on the way in is just gonna have to happen because we're playing on a long sight line. But we have a Mercy with us, and we have a Pharah with us. And if we just walk in on Zen, there's nothing Zen can do. So I should just be a little bit less scared of one healer. So I'm
60
gonna
seconds.
waste my knife on him. At the very least, I should be throwing a knife at Zan to see if I can pull it, and now I'm just getting poked down. I get the kill, and I go back to doing nothing again. I drop down main, where the ramp has
For the reckoning!
I missed my ult to the one person it would have really got hard on. I shout in. No, I don't have to shout.
30 seconds.
And cut him down!
I'm not chilling to regain resources, so re-engage. Or we're down. Now I'm forced to use shout early.
Heroes never die.
Into the
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. 4.
So same target, Zenyatta. I haven't really focused it down at all. I haven't been persistent or making Zen's life hell. It kind of happened once. I aimed knife. I mean, I hit all 3 categories on this Zenyatta, which was category 1, aim. We'll just put aim, tick. Category 2 was to axe. Wow, that is some awful writing. Was to axe. And what was category 3 again? Engage on stuff that can be brawled. Yeah, that's it. So actually, it should be TAA. Target, aim, axe. Those are the things that we should be doing. I mean, I did hit all 3 categories. I can't be bothered redoing that though. But I did actually do everything that I needed and wanted to do. I landed a knife on Zen, and it immediately blew up. We could see just how effective finding the right target is and blowing it up is. But we're just not doing it consistently enough.
3, 2, 1. Attackers
On this map
incoming.
in particular, it can be tough because there's a lot of high ground, so it's hard to sometimes access, like long sight lines, a lot of high ground, meaning that it's not exactly a brawl map. But I mean, shout early. Not aiming knife. This is Zenyatta there, by the way. That was cool. I tried to hit that.
Pick up your feet, you drombos!
I mean, I could have engaged.
Team kill.
Appreciated.
If we just go back.
Mate check in.
I'm getting back in. Taking off. Sniper ahead.
Like that hurt. Okay, right. At this point in time, I now have access to their entire composition, which means, because if I tab, I can see everything, which means that I can now, I mean, look at this. Look how insane this is. There is a Zenyatta on my screen right now. And I still probably haven't even recognized the fact that they're running a Zenyatta. Stood on top of payload. Look how far away that is as well. from the other stuff. There is plenty of room there for me to just shoot twice and kill, shoot once and like axe, drop down axe and shoot, run away. Like that Zan was fully killable. I don't think I'm in the right mindset of Junker Queen, where all the other Brawl heroes I've done have had some level of they need to pressure frontline before engaging on backline. Queen is essentially just a flank hero with a big HP pool and a lot more sustain. But at this point now, I would have had enough time to tab because of the time, spot composition, and then do just a quick little 1, 2, 3. Done. Easy. I know which 3 targets are now killable. I just forget about that, and I just forget about that. These things can, they can be factored in afterwards, but we're already seeing how difficult a Genji is for a Queen to kill, because as soon as we attempt to axe, he just deflects it, and then our entire utility of we use this axe to sustain our health pool, which has already disappeared, by the way, is now just gone. I think maybe the only thing I can say here is possibly axe immediately here. Maybe if I axe immediately, Genji comes up, he dashes. If I just flick around, just axe it now, it forces deflect and then he has to get away. Because they're on the same cooldown. Could have held my knife in Ana there a little bit.
Good evening, good morning, and welcome to radio.com.
We still have the same things to work on though, basically. Since Robert said hello, I'm going to end the video there.
Are we all here?